some out. Hey, yeah, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Come sit and chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's see what they say tonight, yeah. It's the Mizzle does show, yeah, the Mizzle does show, yeah, Mizzle does show, yeah, the Mizzle does show. It's the Mizzle does show, yeah, the Mizzle does show, yeah, Mizzle does show, yeah, the Mizzle does show.
Well, as it says in the headline, the 105th season of the National Football League has indeed started off with a bang. 2 games that were very, very competitive down to the last minute.
Well, was it? Yes, it was. You couldn't ask for anything better like that.
Well, I mean,
Especially, touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. There were, one possession games towards the end?
Yeah.
Per se?
There were. Yeah, I mean, you talk. I mean, the combined total the combined points in both those games were 12 points, 7-point victory for the Chiefs, and then tonight in Brazil was a 5-point win for the Eagles.
At a loss though for the Packers though, man, that was terrible.
Hopefully, it is not as serious for Jordan Love as he did go down towards the end of the game, to which Malik Willis, who just got traded not even a week ago to the Packers from the Titans, now might have to get in here and play quarterback because we don't know the severity of Jordan Love's injury, which of course happened literally 2 plays before the end of the game. Which could possibly be very unfortunate for the Packers, certainly considering the fact that they have aspirations, given the fact that of where they were last season.
And they paid that man.
And they just paid Jordan Love, exactly. So there's that aspect. But welcome to episode 242 of the Mizzle Dub Show.
And we're not super late.
No, not. It is still Friday here on the West Coast, but 2 games into season 105 of the National Football League, and we'll just get right into what we saw on Thursday night, to where Lamar Jackson is still spectacular, but at the end it was a whole lot of Patrick Mahomes, and Xavier Worthy is going to be a problem if you are playing the Chiefs in 2024, as the rookie from Texas made himself known to the NFL world as he had a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. But I'm just going to ask this question: how do you let him, of all people, get butt naked wide open down the sideline? Right,
and I can answer that question for you.
Right when you get back into the game and you're only down a field goal. But go ahead, you can answer that question, sir.
Clearly, you saw Marlon Humphreys thought it was a cover 2 because he released them and he didn't go with them. So they were in the zone. So he was looking for safety help.
And did not have it.
And the safety did not. He must have been focusing on Travis Kelce, because he damn sure was not helping out Marlon Humphreys when Marlon Humphreys knew the call. So either Marlon Humphreys messed up or the safety messed up. But normally when a corner releases the wide receiver like that, they're playing zone. He's looking for the up top help. And as you should be giving that man up top help with the speed that guy ran. He ran a 4.24 the damn combine. Come on now.
For those that don't know, what that means,
he ran a 4.2. Did he know what was Chris Johnson's? Chris Johnson was 4.21, right?
Sounds about right.
Okay, so Worthy ran like a 4.2, 4.22 or something like that.
Translation, folks. Speed. Translation, that means he's fast. Extremely fast. But Mahomes was efficient, which that gave me points, which gave me fantasy points in fantasy football, because he's my quarterback in two of the 3 leagues that I'm in. So thank you, Mr. Mahomes.
I think I'm in 4. And if you want to count my wife's, because I'm controlling hers, 5.
There you go. So yeah, I think I'm in 4. Yeah, I'm in 4.
So
but
whatever.
It's a whole
like 2 fun and like 3 money. So you know which ones I'm paying attention to.
Yeah, of course. Trying to win the cash, obviously, yes. But the Chiefs do hold on despite the tremendous efforts of Isaiah Likely trying to get his feet in, but he was one.
If he was one shoe size smaller, he would have got in.
The big toe denied him as it stepped on the line. Now, even though you said he was looking for Bateman, but damn it, you had Zay Flowers just naked in the middle of the end zone. And I really want to watch the all 22 tape to see what Lamar saw, because
I think he was looking for Bateman up top. Excuse me, give me a second. I gotta set this up real quick.
But nonetheless,
he saw Bateman up top.
But nonetheless, 27-20, Chiefs get the win in opening day of defense of their title. Lamar Jackson was spectacular, 26 of 41 for 273, one touchdown, ran 16 times for 122 yards, just continuing to show off his athleticism. But like I said, Mahomes, 20 of 28, 291, one touchdown, one reception. Pacheco ran for 45 yards and a touchdown. But Rashee Rice, picking up where he left off, 7 catches for a
And
buck.
you know the crazy thing about the game, too? As you mentioned that young man's name, they literally zoned in on him because they ran the same play with him. That quick little slant. Once they saw a linebacker was on him, Pat Mahomes was Jameis Winston.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mismatch, give it to me.
Oh, all day, mouse in the house. You know what I'm saying? That's too much damn credit I didn't give the Chiefs right there.
Yeah. And it was a very quiet night from Travis Kelce because Kelce only had 3 catches. It was all
quiet, but you knew his girlfriend was there. Week 1, we already fucking Taylor Swift shit. I'm over it.
I'm like I said on my post, we haven't even kicked off yet. And I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. It's like, hey, Lid, the living space is coming along fine, sir. Appreciate the question. It's coming along. It's coming along fine. And did you have a good birthday, by the way?
That's right.
Did you have a good birthday? Hopefully you did. But it's coming along fine. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you for asking. Just here talking about the first 2 games of the season between the Chiefs and the Ravens and the Eagles and Packers. We'll get to the Packers and Eagles momentarily. But for the Ravens, and actually me and Uncle Bobby was talking about this, and I'm gonna pull up what he said for verbatim, because earlier we were talking about last night's game, but he was saying, since I don't have a dog in the fight, that was a hell of a game. Some big plays on offense, but just enough defense to keep it interesting. But he said the Ravens have to do a better job at getting Henry into the offense. Lamar can't be the run game like he was. That's why they are running on empty in the playoffs. Give it to the big dog. And I know people will say, well, it's the first game. True. But the Chiefs had no problem getting the ball to Worthy in his first game, which Uncle Bobby made some very good, valid points. Because, I mean, you look at it, Lamar.
Sports for a very long time. So his perspective on sports is, I will take his word on sports. Hell, I will take Uncle Bobby's and my dad's perspective on sports because they watch good quality sports.
Oh, yeah.
Good quality.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if you look at it,
now.
It's very crappy for
we appreciate that, Aled. Yes.
So, I mean, you look at it. I mean, Lamar only had 3 more carries than Henry because Henry ran the ball 13 times, but only ran for 46 yards to Derrick Henry.
That man needs to touch the ball at least 25, 30 times a game.
Yeah.
Easy. I think they will get accustomed to him because he will play dividends in the winter.
Yes. Well,
when it's fucking cold.
Yes.
And you don't want to be out there.
And you don't want to tackle.
This man is rumbling, tumbling, getting yardage.
You don't want to tackle.
He's gonna pay dividends. I think last year, if they had Derrick Henry last year, I think they don't throw that ball to Zay Flowers.
No. Because again, as has been mentioned, and we've beat this dead horse a million times. When we talked about when the Ravens did run the ball, they were literally averaging 5 yards a carry. So, but I will say this: the
Excuse, by
Ravens.
the way, the camera action.
Oh yeah, Super W Maker
The middle,
makes a
the
guest
middle
appearance
child came in to say hi.
to hug the dad. But as I said, as I'm saying, the Ravens did have 3 new starters in the offensive line. So
Yes, they're still
obviously,
gelling.
obviously they're going to gel, and when they do,
Mm-hmm.
there was a reason why the Ravens were the number 1 rushing team in the NFL last season. No lid, they really are old school. Their run sets up
Oh
the
no,
pass.
no,
Their run
yes.
sets up the pass because I
That's
mean,
even
okay,
when Gus Edwards was there, J.K.
yeah,
Dobbins was there. Excuse me, Lamar Jackson is the B to their running game.
yes,
They want to use him after they establish the running game with their running backs, i.e., the reason why they got the workhorse of Derrick Henry, which I believe, like we said, it's just week 1. Once they get, they still like football will not be played properly until about week 4. Especially when your starters are not playing in preseason. They're not out there getting the 2-a-days, yada, yada, yada. Now, if there was the old school practices, week 1 would have been physical more.
Well, I'll say
2-a-days?
I'll say it like this.
Baby.
I'll say it like this. You wouldn't see very crappy tackling like you saw these first 2 games.
Oh, no. 2-a-days? Hell, when I played football, I went through hell week. So I can imagine what 2-a-days.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Because I mean, now don't get me wrong, as great as the improv was by Lamar Jackson, and as great as Likely made that defender miss, ain't no way in heck you should be missing a tackle like that. Same thing on Reed's long touchdown earlier tonight in Brazil. Ain't no way you're supposed to miss that tackle.
What did I text you though? What did I text you? Last year he drops that.
Oh yeah, he drops that. But
well, let's stay on the Ravens and the Chiefs. Then we'll get to the Packers and yeah.
But I will say this: if Likely continues to be that compliment to Mark Andrews,
yes,
that's going to be a problem. And once the run does get established with Derrick Henry, because don't think it's not, because
the kid is unstoppable. When Lamar was looking for him, besides the one Lamar missed over the top in the back of the end zone, man, just lob that in there. Just a little touch.
Yes,
I think that was the thing they were talking about Lamar when he was coming out, when they saying he's more of a running quarterback than he is a passing quarterback because of throws like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like we're saying, that is week 1. I will say this. I will take Lamar Jackson 8.5 out of 10 in that situation again to make that throw. Later on down the line. Because if they call that play again in that situation,
because I promise you, ain't no one more upset than him that he missed that throw.
Oh, we'll see. As I said here and told you about that, like I said, that pass wasn't to Zay Flowers because I watched his press conference afterwards. He said if he would have held on to the ball a second more, he would have saw Zay and he would have threw it to him.
So Zay was definitely not the initial target.
No, it was Bateman. Bateman was who he was looking for, but Flowers flashed through, and when he threw it, that's why it looked so weird because when he was throwing but saw Flowers.
There you have it.
So that makes a lot of sense when you look at it, and like you say, you're going to watch the all 22. But just for me watching Sports Center and seeing the replay multiple times and hearing him say that, yeah, he was definitely not looking for Zay Flowers. So it was more that he saw Zay flash across, and he was like, "Shit."
Now let me ask you this, because for whatever reason, this new thing about illegal formation, the referees have just gone flag happy crazy on this.
It was one-sided, bro.
On this new illegal formation.
It was one-sided, bro. And we don't get into that on our show because we don't like to get into
was it because if you look at penalties, the Ravens only had one more penalty than the Chiefs. It was Ravens 7, Chiefs 6.
The Chiefs should have had more because, oh boy, the right tackle.
Don't get me started about the Chiefs and holding and the lack of it not being called. We can do
well, now I'm talking about the holding. I'm talking about old boy, the right tackle. He was false starting damn near every snap. He was getting out of his stance way before the ball was snapped, which they were calling that tonight. And the game was the game. Are we about to? We can't do this week one. Let's not do this week one. It's preseason. It's week one for the referees too, because you're about to get me to try to critique both of these games being reffed, and it's totally different. So
now,
let's stay okay.
Now this goes into this question that I'm about to ask. And this has been a debated topic for years now, but I think it revises to be asked. Should the NFL, with all this doggone money that they make, because we know they make money, why not just say screw it and make the referees full-time officials? I don't know why we keep having this issue. So
are you saying just one ref for? Well, you can't have one ref for
no. I'm talking about if you are a referee, or if you are an official, if you are part of the officiating crew in the National Football League, you should be full-time referees. To where you guys are always in a conference room going over these rules for the upcoming season. What's changed? How are we going to do this? How are we going to critique this? Okay, what are we going to do if this situation happens? You guys should be out there simulating.
And it should be the same all the way down the line. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're humans. They're humans. They're not going to catch everything. But damn it, give me some consistency. Don't have me look at... Excuse me. So you're about to make me go there. We're doing it. You got me in it. Don't have me sitting here watching this Chiefs and Ravens game. I'm like, okay, I get what you're calling that illegal formation. If that's the new rule you're implementing, and all 32 got it, they should know it. So line up. Okay. Mm-hmm. But if you're gonna sit here and call that, but I'm literally watching this guy get out of his stance before the ball is snapped. There's a back judge, a line judge, and another in the judge and the referee.
And not to mention,
so there's eyes everywhere.
And not to mention the umpire smack dab in the middle of the field.
Exactly. So all eyes are focused on the ball before pre-snap, right? Mm-hmm. Because you're looking for motions or illegal or whatever. You're looking for all that. So how the fuck are you missing this big 6'7" whatever big motherfucker getting into his motion before the ball is snapped? I mean. And it's bad. And here's now, if we're going to be critiquing the referees, it's bad. See, it's funny when the commentary makes a comment and sometimes it goes over people's heads, or we're just too in tune and we're not. But if you pay attention to what Chris Collinsworth said when Spagnuolo made that timeout call, what was said in that booth? Only the head coach can call a timeout. I think they set that up now, right? Mm-hmm. Who called that timeout?
Spags. And it was granted. Because
this ain't me being a Raider in a conspiracy. I'm just literally watching the game and hearing what the commentary is telling me.
Because you ain't never seen a coordinator run down the field trying to get the ref's attention and call a timeout. It's always been the head coach. Okay. Now, I really don't want to say this, and I really don't want to go there.
We already went there, bro. You already got me to go there, so go for it.
But. I mean, is the NFL just really having all the Chiefs just all in their mouth and just slurping away? And again, I don't want to be that person. I don't.
Did you see that last year?
If I really wanted to be a homer, because I could be like, well, the Chiefs did a lot of holding in the Super Bowl, but I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to go there.
No, you don't have to be that guy. But what's the saying? They can call holding
on every play,
every fucking play. It's
but
when what it sucks is when they make the holding call on the decisive play that was like, bro, you just missed this dude jersey get ripped, and now when you see this big play, you want to throw the flag? Okay, let's go to the comments.
Interesting comment. So Lid says this may seem controversial, but it seems the sidearm throwing quarterbacks, such as Lamar and Mahomes, hinder their passing dynamics due to a lack of possible angles, which results in them running. Well, here's what I say to that.
Fair.
I mean, I know for a fact that, before Mahomes and Lamar got there, Rich Gannon was very, very good at the sidearm delivery. And he made it into a very nice art form. When you have the arm talent that Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes have, that adds to your repertoire of making passes that other quarterbacks wouldn't even dare to do because they don't have the confidence in their skill to do that. Because I know one pass that Lamar Jackson threw to Hill in the flat, and Hill turned into some extra yards. I'm just like, only Lamar,
because it went right over. It went right past the damn defenders. Exactly what play you're talking about, if I'm correct. Because it went like I'm looking at the camera angle. I'm like the trajectory that he used, just to So sometimes that it's needed, and there's and you name two great quarterbacks that do it well, and appreciate the Raider reference when you said Rich Gannon, because Rich Gannon
he was the first. He was the first to do it,
and was accurate.
Yes,
very accurate. So yeah,
I mean,
totally agree.
When you can add that to your repertoire, I mean, it can do wonders. And I mean, you look at the stats, and I mean, Ravens had more first downs than the Chiefs. I mean, the Ravens were 7 of 14 on third down conversions. Normally, if you're converting like that, you normally win, because the Chiefs were only 4 of 9 on third down.
You convert like 35-40% of third downs. You typically kind of should win 50%.
But half
that should be goddamn guaranteed. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I said GOT, not the D. But yes.
And then the Ravens ran 24 more plays than the Chiefs. The Ravens ran 74 plays to the Chiefs 50. Had 452 total yards to the Chiefs 353.
It was a good game.
It was a good game. It was a good game. But I have a feeling these two might see each other again in January. And
that's what Lively Lamar said.
And I think in this particular case, I think John Harbaugh, not Jim. John saw what he saw, and the one. Some might say it's unfair, but it is a legit. It's a legit thing. Lamar does have to be better against playoff viable teams. That's been the one knock against Lamar Jackson, because other than that, Lamar Jackson has been spectacular. He's been a 2-time MVP.
He was great in the game into those two passes.
Yes.
He was tremendous.
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't even say the two passes. The one in the corner to Lively, he should have put that in there.
A little bit more touch. A little bit more touch. He didn't have to throw an 95-mile-per-hour fastball.
The second one, I'll give him that. He was going with his hot read.
Mm-hmm.
But as you know, a quarterback, their eyes are always moving.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, when Zay came across, but see, okay, hold on. See, I got to put this out real quick. Then I'm gonna make my. Now we know I know the quarterback and the wide receiver position. Pretty knowledgeable when it comes to it. Now, Lamar made that throw, but could Zay had sat down? Could he had stopped his route? Because if you look at the replay, if he would have set, I think Lamar would have saw him. I mean, I know he was running across, but I believe if he got to a point to where he could have just stopped,
be in the soft spot,
be in that area to help the quarterback. So, and as I look at the throw, if you look at the throw, it was kind of just a little off.
Mm-hmm.
So, as we said, we thought it was to Zay.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm thinking about it, the way Lamar threw the ball, just imagine if Zay just.
That's what I'm saying. Folks, if you haven't seen the All 22 film,
it's tremendous.
It really gives you a different perspective of how you dissect film when watching football. It is fantastic. Like I said, I mean,
I think if we watch the 22 on that play,
the All 22,
the All 20, I think we can see. I'm not trying to put the blame on Lamar or Zay. I was just saying if Zay would have just cut it off a little bit instead of fully engaging, running through, I think Lamar sees him and gets him the ball.
But here's where I think the game was lost for the Ravens.
All those illegal formations?
No.
That was a jokey joke.
No. 1 for 4 in the red zone. You can't do that. Can't do it.
Yeah, you can't be 7 for 14 on your third downs and be 1 for 4 at the red zone.
Can't be 1 for 4 in the red zone.
Yeah.
I think that right there was critique.
That was Derrick Henry only. That was Derrick Henry getting the touchdown that got the 1 for 4. If I'm correct. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And something that you don't see rare is Justin Tucker
missing a
field goal.
Yeah, that's very rare.
Woo!
Which, I mean, he got me some points, but that 3 for 3 would have been.
That was automatic.
Yeah.
Normally
he is.
Hey. Yeah.
I mean, he's like Carlson.
Now, this ain't a jab. This ain't a jab. That's something I expect from yo kicker.
You know what? And this is what I say to Niner fans. They always be like, "We want Robbie Gould." I said, if Robbie Gould would have missed that kick, y'all would have been giving him the same hell y'all giving Jake Moody.
Crucified him.
Okay.
Hey, do you know how long we rode with Sebastian Janikowski before he got right?
But here's the thing. And I showed this stat to a friend of mine. I said, okay, you look at Robbie Gould's last season in Santa Clara, and you look at Jake Moody's. Robbie Gould had 1 more miss than Jake Moody did this in his season.
How did I know?
Again.
How did I know?
He went 21 of 25. Only missed 4 attempts. That's still a very high percentage.
Yes, indeed. As we tap in back into the comments.
If I'm a defensive coordinator, I am watching film on passing angles that aren't made by sidearm quarterbacks, which could help in honing on plays they're making. That's a very good point.
Well, if you're watching film, you should be watching everything.
That too.
You are watching everything on your opponent. Or I'm not just picking and choosing, especially from the D coordinator.
But at the end of the day, the Chiefs get the win, 27-20.
You mean the Swifties?
Yes, the Kansas City Swifties, as I like to say.
That's about to be their names for the rest of the season. you have literally just gave me fire. If I hear the word Chief come out your mouth, I'm just gonna look at you like, who?
Well, they both have a time to prepare, but for the Swifties, it does not get easy because now they have the Bengals coming into town. That means a healthy Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and company coming in to Arrowhead, to which, again, the Bengals have proven they have won an Arrowhead before.
Yeah. So are they playing? Well, the Chiefs are playing, so they're getting the North out the way real quick.
Yeah.
The first 2 games, and now they got 2 left.
Yeah, it looks that way. And, of course,
I get to watch my boys before I go to work next week.
But yeah,
they'll be in Baltimore.
They will be in Baltimore, yes, absolutely. And
I don't like playing a pissed off Lamar Jackson after that pass. It's going to be a tough task for us.
It is. But going to Sao Paulo, Brazil, where another entertaining game took place between the Eagles and the Packers, and Mr. Barkley fitting in very well, coming back home to the state of Pennsylvania, to where Mr. Barkley had a hat trick in his debut as a Philadelphia.
He looked fresh.
Oh yeah,
I mean that 33-yarder that he ran.
Yeah,
I think if he made the cut,
mm-hmm.
he'd got 6. But I think he wanted to stiff arm the shit out that dude and get to the house. I think because all he had to do was make that one little cut because he had he hit that hole. Yeah, that looked like old school Saquon right there.
24 carries, 109 yards on the ground, 2 rushing touchdowns, and 1 receiving touchdown.
What a throw too! He put it right there
on the prized possession or the prized possession of free agency for the Eagles as they get the win 34-29. As mentioned earlier, hopefully Jordan Love is okay, as he did suffer injury towards the end of the game. So there is no official word on what the injury is.
Yeah, we probably won't find out till Monday.
So only thing we do know, it's a left leg injury. Like I said, Malik Willis, who just joined the team last week after being traded from the Titans to the Packers, might get playing time. The only other
Josh Jacobs.
The only other quarterback that's on there is Sean Clifford. So
who?
I mean, exactly. So I mean, it is definitely not a good day for Coach LaFleur, as now the Packers might have to go in a different route at quarterback if indeed Jordan Love does miss time in this game. But I mean,
heavy dose of JJ.
Yeah, but it was not good. Third down deep offense by both teams. The Eagles went 4 of 14. The Packers went 3 of 11. But there was a lot of offense in this game. Packers had 414 total yards to the Eagles 410.
Whoever had Jayden Reed, yikes.
Yeah, they got some points, but again, here's the difference in this game. Packers in the red zone, 1 for 4.
Can't do it.
Eagles in the red zone, 3 for 6. So there you go, 25% to 50%.
That'll do it.
There you go. And that's despite the fact that the Eagles had 3 turnovers because Jalen Hurts did throw 2 interceptions, and somebody did put the church's money on the on the center.
It was center.
But at the end of the day,
let's see.
The Eagles do get the win by a final score of 34-29. But yes, just to compliment what Mizzle said, Jayden Reed 4 catches for $138 and a TD. Watson caught the other TD pass from Jordan Love. Jordan Love struggled throwing the ball. He was only 17 of 34 for 260.
Yeah, he did.
He struggled, but the Packers did, I believe, but it was just too much Saquon Barkley, too much A.J. Brown, who had a long touchdown run. J.J. had a solid debut for the Packers, 16 carries, 84 yards, averaging 5.3 yards a run. He will definitely help that offense. Saquon averaged 4.5 a carry running the ball. A.J. Brown, 5 catches for $119. Devontae Smith, 7 catches for 84 yards. Dallas Goedert had 4 catches for 31. Barkley had 2 for 23, which one of them was the touchdown. Jahan Dotson still trying to get implemented in the offense, but Hurts 20 of 34 for 278, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions, got sacked twice. Jalen Hurts also ran the ball for 33 yards on 13 receptions, and the brotherly shove or the tush push still in effect for the Eagles as they get the win 34-29. A lot of big plays in this game.
Yeah.
Involving these two. But in this particular case, and we were talking about it while we were watching it, a lot of slippage on this field. Now, for those that understand, this is a soccer stadium, so pitch grass and football grass is 2 totally different things. And when you're trying to put football turf on a pitch, there is a lot of slippage. So you're always having to change cleats. Try to have the right cleat per se if you want to, try to get the footing down. But there was a lot of slippage that caused a lot of also missed tackling. And both offenses took advantage of that.
Oh, boy.
I mean, deep balls galore because, you were seeing a lot of 2-3 play, 70-yard touchdown drives.
I'd have been running double moves the rest of the game.
And you're just like, what is going on here? But at the end of the day,
every route would have been a double move.
But at the end of the day,
the
Eagles wearing their black helmets with black pants.
They look pretty good.
The offense looked good. And I know people were giving the Eagles crap because Kellen Moore is the new offensive play caller for the Eagles.
Especially our other co-host, Mr. Chris Vera.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. Because he is not the biggest fan of Kellen Moore for obvious reasons. But Eagles do get the win, and the Eagles get some time as they will have their home.
Wait, why? Hey, Dak was damn near throwing for 4,000 yards when he was the OC.
Well, the Cowboys did lead the NFL in scoring last year. Just saying. Just put it out there.
Just not when it counted, though.
No. Technically, this was a home game for the Eagles.
That was wrong. I'm sorry.
But their home debut, as in the friendly confines of Lincoln Financial Field, will take place next Monday, as it is the Battle of the Birds between the Falcons and the Eagles in Philadelphia on next Monday night.
So right now, I should be 1-1 because
we're all 1-1. We all picked the Ravens, lost, and we all picked the Eagles and won. And for the Packers, depending on the Jordan Love situation, they will come home for their home opener against the Indianapolis Colts. Some old school NFL football with the Packers and the Colts. And you're thinking, and you're thinking that Bart Starr and Johnny Unitas are going to run through the tunnel on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. Just has that old school football feel to it. So that is interesting to see. But unfortunately, as we're getting to news and notes in the NFL, supposedly there might be a Justin Fields sighting in Atlanta, Georgia, as Russ may not be able to go. So possibly Justin Fields might be getting the start for the Steelers.
I like it
against the Falcons.
I like it. I really do. I really do. I really want to see what this kid can do in another setting.
Oh, I can answer that question for him. The Heat doesn't want no alternative color. The jersey is fine as it is.
Maybe the silver.
I can answer
Maybe they can wear that silver, that alternate that I wore on the
the old AFL whites. Yes.
The silver. No, the silver. Remember, I got the silver jerseys with the black lettering. The black numbers. That's about it. But other than that, we got the best uniforms in the business. We don't need to do nothing. The uniform is just perfect the way it is. I especially love our road jerseys. The silver and black is beautiful, but I love that white on the road, though. Especially, that was it. No, the year before that when Devontae Adams walked off in Denver. Oh, it's beautiful. White jersey.
And speaking of the Steelers, Mr. Freiermuth gets himself a nice extension with the Steelers as he'll be there for another 4 years for $48.4 million. As Pat Freiermuth is definitely continuing that great Steeler tradition of tight ends, a la Eric Green, a la Heath Miller. Continuing that.
I forgot Heath Miller was there, and he was great.
Oh, he was clutch for Big Ben when Big Ben needed a big third down conversion. And
Big facts.
Only 25, folks. So just keep that in mind. But good for him. 4 more years of Pat Freiermuth in Pittsburgh, PA. Mr. Ramsey gets another raise as he gets a 3-year extension, making $24.1 million per year. Of course, this is coming from Adam Schefter, making him the highest paid quarterback in the history of the NFL for a second time. So it's a 3-year deal, $72.3 million. Which he is guaranteed $55.3 million. So, There you have
God, just give me like the point of that, and I'll be good.
it. Indeed. So here is an interesting thing here. So the commissioner saying that he would like a 16 international games a season.
So that means certain teams. So is it 8 teams? Right? Will be 8 teams? No.
I mean,
I'm trying to put the math together to how many teams are going to lose a home game if they do that. That's the math I was trying to. Going back to the comments.
That's a very good. Well.
Okay. I see what you're trying to do. You might have. Man, a lid is coming with the fire tonight with the question. Well, for me, that's a Niner fan, but a football person that watched football. My brother can answer the question about what I always said when a certain 85, before the curtain 85, was on the field.
But
Vernon Davis was always open.
But
it's a difference. It's a difference in Kittle wide open and the Vernon Davis wide open. Vernon Davis was wide open.
Well, here's the thing. They're both very good at run blocking. To which, when you 100%. Played for the head coaches that they played for, tight ends have to be very good at run blocking, and they both were very good at run blocking. 100%. The only thing I would say is Vernon Davis, definitely the faster of the two between him and Kittle. Vernon Davis can get better separation than Kittle can.
I think Kittle's a better route runner than Vernon Davis.
Kittle is definitely a better route runner.
I'll give the route runner to Kittle for sure.
But Davis could definitely stretch the field better than Kittle. There really is no wrong answer of having either one on your team because they will both help your team tremendously.
Exactly.
I mean,
especially in the red zone. Both of them can be deadly in the red zone if they're utilized properly.
But I mean, both of them on a line. Both of them on a linebacker is a mismatch.
Forget about it. But Vernon Davis is outrunning any linebacker.
But here's the difference, and Mizzle just in a sense just set it up for me on a tee. Vernon is the epitome of run after the catch because he can literally take a 7-yard slant and he can go 60 plus to the house. Just ask the New Orleans Saints in the playoffs in 2011 about Vernon Davis' speed.
It's not even that too, bro. He can run the seam route very well.
Well, like I always say,
that was his bread and butter.
The seam route is always open.
So, and then not even that, you can line him up in the slot formation too. Vernon Davis was dynamic, but the same thing you can say about Kittle too, because you can line Kittle up in the slot, or he can go out and play wide as well.
Mm-hmm.
But he's more deadly when you got him on the line because he wants to look for that physical contact.
And both of these guys, well, before Purdy became the starter, both of these guys were doing it with not so accurate quarterbacks. Because you got to imagine, Kittle will be catching medicine balls from Garoppolo, and whoever else is playing quarterback, and then
that was Alex Smith. Was it Garoppolo? Was it Alex for Vernon?
And then Vernon was catching passes from Smith and was kept from the Smiths, Troy and Alex, and then Colin Kaepernick almost ran him into a concussion in Tampa.
Oh my goodness! I remember because I text you right after, like, what was that?
Yeah, I was like, Colin, don't kill your playmaker. But I mean, with that answer, you really can't go wrong with either or. Like I said, to me, I have them about even because they both do so many great different things on the football field. Which, by the way, once again, we thank you for joining us on episode 242 of the Mizzle and Dove Show, as we are recapping the two games that we saw between the Chiefs and the Ravens on Thursday, and then earlier tonight between the Eagles and the Packers. But again, unfortunately, a leg injury to Jordan Love. We don't know the severity of the injury. Hopefully he's okay, but that might put the Packers behind in a big way.
That's because I kind of had them battling out with the Lions.
Yeah. Yeah,
for the top spot.
It definitely was going to come down to those two for the
Yeah.
for the NFC North. I mean, still could, but we do not know. But unfortunately, some sad news coming out of here in Henderson, as the Raiders' key cog in the pass rush, Malcolm Koonce, has suffered an injury, and he will not be playing on Sunday against the Chargers in Inglewood. Hence the hands to the face for my co-host here, which is definitely unfortunate.
It doesn't change my pick. I still think we win this game, but Koonce was going, bro. Koonce, Wilkins, and Max. And Koonce already showed you what he could do just off last year.
So we know for a fact that Koonce, Richardson. What's going on, little big brother?
Good.
We know Koonce, Richardson, and Jackson Powers Johnson. They're out for sure. They're not playing.
Yeah.
For the Chargers, Asante Samuel Jr. is questionable, dealing with a shoulder. So we will see what happens there, but still does not take away the fact that
he watched that film from last year or a couple of years ago when Devontae Adams gave him the business. Yeah, my shoulder be hurting too.
DJ Chark is also out for the Chargers, who just came over, former Lion, former Jaguar. He's out, so that gives one.
Nothing to say about that guy.
One less receiver for Herbert to throw to. So somebody an interesting point made earlier on Sports Talk Radio as I was listening to it. Basically, he said it may come down to which team can run the ball the most effective is probably going to win this game. However, that still does not take away the fact that the Raiders definitely have more offensive weapons than the Chargers, because right now it's almost like a hello, my name is as far as wide receivers goes for the Chargers, considering that you don't have Mike Williams and Keenan Allen anymore. Mike Williams is in East Rutherford as a Jet. Of course, Keenan Allen is in Chicago, trying to groom Caleb Williams into displaying his talent. So the Raiders by far have the more weapons on offense. But I do agree it may come down to the run game and who can run the ball effectively of who might get the win, because they only have the Chargers at -3 on the spread. The total 39.5. Raiders plus 135 on the line.
Fucking winning by a field goal. Just by you telling me that.
And
winning by a fucking field goal.
-155. So
Zamir White gonna bust one open. That's gonna get us in field goal range.
So there you have it, folks.
Ooh, watch. Zamir might run over 100 yards.
So there was also some college football action that took place tonight, and we'll get.
Did I not turn on my ESPN app? Did I make a mistake?
I don't know, because all I know for me is I'm blacked out on ESPN. Even if using the app, I'm screwed. But there were some games that did take place tonight.
So wait, how you gonna watch Monday Night Football?
I'm gonna have to go to the doggone sportsbook, which I'm not very happy if they don't have a deal by the time that comes around. And trust me, I'm not very happy about that at all. But here we go. Tonight there were some games, 3 games that took place. Indiana basically played Western Illinois to take a paycheck. Final score was 3. But the other 2 games were very competitive. We had the BYU Cougars taking on the Mustangs of SMU, but at the end, BYU got the win 18-15 as BYU now goes to 2-0 in the season.
That was a good game.
SMU goes to 2-1 on the year. And in over 2 overtimes, the Dukies from Cameron beat the Northwestern Wildcats. Sorry, Uncle Wilbon, your alma mater lost in double overtime, 26-20. So those are your 3 games that took place.
You said Duke?
The Dukies, yes. Doesn't matter what sport, the Blue Devils just Just
Fuck, dude. I don't give a
there you have it, folks.
University.
There you have it. In CFL action, the Alouettes get upset at home by the BC Lions, 37-23. So big, only the second loss of the year.
That was a good game.
Only the second loss of the year for the defending Grey Cup champions, the Alouettes. We got 3 games tomorrow in the CFL.
Yes.
We got Mizzle's beloved Boatmen taking on the Red Blacks in Ottawa. That's coming up at 10 a.m.
Argonauts.
We got the Rough Riders taking on the Blue Bombers. And after getting thrashed last week at home by the Elks on Labor Day, the Stampeders, my beloved Stampeders, are going to try and get revenge in Edmonton against the Elks. That's at 4 p.m. Of course, you can watch all those games on the CFL website via CFL Plus, which is for
or if
free.
you got TSN.
Or if you got TSN, you can do that also. But some very interesting matchups coming to us tomorrow, or well, later on today, since it is after midnight. So it is officially Saturday, but some very interesting matchups, of course. Big one of the day at the Big House in Ann Arbor. It is the Michigan Wolverines taking on Bevo, the Texas Longhorns, number 3 versus number 2. You can catch that game on Fox at 9 a.m.
Ooh, I will literally be in JP's text messages. Just to check his temperature.
Which, by the way, before we go further, we here on the Mizzle and Dub Show definitely want to give our congratulations to our cuz EJ Whistle, as he is officially the newest member of the All Pro Jaffos. Him and Coach Brown of the California Gold in semi-pro football, the 2 newest members of the All Pro Jaffos, joining the Pruneda brothers and DJ Max.
Cannot wait to watch.
So
or even be a guest.
Yes. So
hello.
Miz and I like to call ourselves honorary Jaffos. So
yeah.
If you have not checked out the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan, please go to the Pruneda Brothers production channel on YouTube and please subscribe and
wait, I think give me a second, keep talking. Bam, there it is.
Again, that's the All Pro Jaffos. That is the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. Again, please check out the Pruneda Brothers production YouTube channel and please subscribe, share, like, but most importantly, subscribe. But like I said,
hit him up.
Because you are in good hands, JP and Matt Sticks will definitely take care of you.
Told him that.
Go there and just kick ass and do you and add to the Jaffo army. We definitely will be watching and cheering from afar. But also, in addition to him being a Jaffo, he also does other talented, great things. So if you're into video, photography, editing, all that good stuff, ladies and gentlemen, please get with Creative Brothers Productions. Like I said, they have done many things and have contributed many things to the Mizzle and Dub Show. And obviously, you also know that they'll be contributing more to the All Pro Jaffos. And also, they are now officially a part of the A7 FL.
Let's go.
And just to give you a glimpse of what I mean for the A7, check this out real quick.
Winter is coming.
And he can make something magical happen here. And there goes the ball. It's going. It's going. You're a fan.
Battles will be won.
Hold on now.
At the 30, and he
Who's going to take victory?
And that's why championship points matter.
It's time for war.
So, for those that want to participate in the Winter War for the A7FL in Nevada coming up in January, that QR code, scan it and sign up. It will give you all the information that you need. Again, if you want to play in the Winter War in Nevada, it does not happen anywhere else in the A7FL other than Nevada. Again, scan the QR code and it will take you to the Ace NFL website, and it will give you all the information you need if you want to sign up and play, because, again, winter is coming. But there's also some good things that Creative Brothers Productions do, and here's just another slide of their talented perspective.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Night Owl edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show. Yes, vote for us, vote for us. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. He is Mizzle, I am Dub, and today...
Did y'all miss us? Because we missed you. Our apology.
Oh, and we are live. Again, just another way of showing how Creative Brothers Productions is very...
What a name, too, right?
Very, very talented. And they're always looking for more people to help enhance their brand and also help bring more things to light. So if that is your expertise in any of those fields, please, please, please get with them. Like I said, they will definitely get you right. And also... because it's also involved in another thing. He's part of the where's the... I'm trying to get the name right so I don't...
CUSN.
Yes, CUSN.
We
which
don't have
the CUSN network, which is covering semi-pro sports from flag football to semi-pro football with pads, semi-pro baseball, all that stuff. So that is also on YouTube. So it is CUSN_sports network. That is on Instagram. So like I said, they are looking for help. If this is the field you want to get in, like I said, get with Creative Brothers Productions. They will get you right. But for the party people out there, if you like to party and you want some music,
I'm getting a little old, but you know,
and if you want a DJ, Mizzle and I know somebody.
Oh, we do. We definitely do.
That
he's actually family. He knows EJ. He knows my sister. He knows pretty much my whole family. Pretty much on the side of my family. So
it's a small world after all. But still,
indeed,
if you want to party and you want somebody that can rock it on the ones and twos, like I said, we got a DJ for you. So once again, that is DJ Mad Sticks, the greatest DJ in the world. But just take it from us. Just do one thing. Don't tell the DJ what to play.
he got you.
Don't do that. He got you. He got you. DJ Mad Sticks will get you right, and he will get you partying all night long.
And you know what? Since we on the music tip, you know, while we're just going to sit here and just talk about music, for all you artists out there, this young man right here, you heard the beat and the lyrics on the intro. You will hear his beat on the outro. You have heard his beats on multiple other things as the A7 and also live with 2.5 that will be coming soon. He has the intro for the All Pro Jaffos. I mean, the young man is out there. But also check out his YouTube page and all his other tags. And if you need a beat, you need a verse, reach out to the young man. Yes, indeed, Zordok. But he also goes by 17KD or OP17. So look him up. The young man got talent.
And we like to call him the super dope beat maker. That's just that's just what it is. But nonetheless, it's the first time I said it tonight. So, or early this morning, as he takes a swig of the Ultra. But just real quickly to some more interesting matchups in college football before we call it night because it is definitely nap time for me, but it is my Friday. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
It's my Friday.
Oklahoma State taking on Arkansas in Stillwater. That should be interesting. Georgia Tech entering the top 25 for the first time in a long time. The Tribal Chiefs alma mater. They're in New York taking on the Cuse, the Orange at Syracuse.
Georgia
That's
Tech.
a 9 a.m. game. Pitt against Cincinnati in Cincinnati. That should be very intriguing and very interesting. Baylor at Utah will be very intriguing. Of course, never a dull moment when Iowa and Iowa State get together in Iowa City, so that should be entertaining. Kentucky against South Carolina in the Bluegrass. That should be interesting. Michigan against Maryland in Maryland. That should be interesting. Michigan. Temple against Navy. Idaho against Wyoming. Interesting matchups. Let's see. Scrolling down. Continuing. Buffalo against Missouri.
I hope my damn team got a bye to rethink some shit.
Kansas in Champaign to take on the Fighting Illini of Illinois. Virginia against Wake Forest. Should be interesting. No, that's a payday. Now here's an interesting matchup. Two ranked teams. Tennessee ranked number 14 going to Raleigh to take on the NC State Wolfpack at 24 ranked. That's at 4:30 NBC, of course. On Peacock, we got Colorado and Nebraska, the old-time rivals, going at it in Lincoln. Houston will try to bounce back against Oklahoma. Good luck. And then in the nightcap on Peacock, 7th-ranked Oregon takes on Boise State. Can Boise State, can the young man that ran for over 200-plus yards last week against Georgia, can Aston Genty do it again against the Ducks in Eugene? That remains to be seen. Texas Tech takes on Washington State in Pullman. Mississippi State takes on Arizona State. Beavers take on the Aztecs in San Diego, and Utah State goes to the Mausoleum to take on the Trojans of Southern California. So that is your slate in week number 2 of college football. Just getting started. Also, we got San Jose State against Air Force. That's another interesting matchup in Mountain West Conference play. And UNLV with their home opener against Utah Tech. UNLV coming off a big win over Houston last week in Tejas. So that is everything that we got going on here. So with that said, folks, thank you guys for hanging out for this little bit of an hour as we recap the NFL between the Chiefs and Ravens and the Eagles and the Packers. Hopefully you guys enjoy your weekend as you're heading towards the fall. But it really will be Christmas on Sunday for a lot of people as red zone and picture-in-picture and a whole lot of stuff going on.
Now, what if I was to say this?
Okay.
And I want your reaction when I say this. What if I was to say that I already have my outfit planned out for Sunday already, laid out and ready to go?
That wouldn't surprise me.
You damn right I already got it.
Because
I laid down.
I already know what I'm wearing on Mondays. Oh, I get it.
Oh,
I get it.
It's the all white Devontae Adams, black shorts, and I'm gonna probably wear the black and the black and red. I mean, it's not black. The black and white Jordans, the patent leather ones.
Oh, he's busting out the J's. Wow.
That's if I step out the house. But if I'm in the house, it's gonna be the white and black slides, Nikes.
Oh yes,
you know.
yes, indeed.
But if I step out the house, the J's is coming on.
But wherever you are spending your NFL Sunday on week 1, I'll be at the Vera's hanging out with our co-host of Talking Ish with Dubkus Mizzle, Mr. Vera. Dissect. Well, you know what? You might get an impromptu Talking Ish live with Mizzle and me and Mr. Vera. You don't know, so just stay tuned. But wherever you're spending week 1, if it's at a sports book, if it's at a friend's house, if it's at a team designated bar, or it's at the friendly confines of your house or a friend's house, have fun, Be safe. Enjoy it. Cheers to football as the 105th season of the NFL is fully about to commence on Sunday. But we're going to get out of here, take naps, and for me, finish off the work week for me before I enjoy my 2 days off.
Gotta go get this wig piece done.
But thank you to everybody for chiming in and watching us. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. For Mizzle, I'm Dub. Thank you for watching episode 242 of the Mizzle and Dub Show. And as always, it's 5 o'clock. Some damn where. Enjoy the weekend, folks. Be safe. Oh, by the way, yeet.
Oh, well, you know, yeet is always good. Nothing wrong with a big yeet. That's coming anywhere. It's always good. Hey, this smooth sounds of Zordon coming.
Super dope.
Enjoy football.
Merry Christmas.